Hello friends, welcome to module 2, video 2 of certified ethical hacking version 10, footprinting and reconnaissance. In this video, I will explain you what is footprinting, what is reconnaissance, what is the difference between them, and what actually attackers gather during footprinting and reconnaissance phase of ethical hacking. So let's begin. So what is footprinting? It is the first step of any attack on information systems. It's like collecting information about the enemy in a military mission. It makes easier to attackers to narrow down the scope of their efforts and helps them select the weapons of attack. Attackers use information about the target to create a blueprint or footprint of the organization, which helps them in selecting the most effective strategy to compromise system and network security. It is collecting as much as information as possible about a target network. Ethical hackers and pen testers must collect enough information about the target of the evaluation before starting the assessment. The ethical hackers and pen testers should simulate all the steps that an attacker usually follows in order to fair idea of the security posture of the target organization. In this step, attackers gather publicly available sensitive information. This means they don't get the information after gaining access of the target organization. Instead, attackers collect the information that are available publicly to all, not only to the hackers. Using the information, attackers cause huge loss in finance or a business reputation. But as an ethical hacker, you should discuss with the management of the company for which you are having contact with. And you should agree with management's rules of agreement, the do's and don'ts for the security assessment. You should gather information only after getting approval. Now let's talk in brief about the difference between footprinting and reconnaissance. Although it is difficult to point out the difference between these two terms, defining the so many similar things, footprinting is knowing about the target like OS installed, software packages installed, services running, but reconnaissance gives you internal structure of target organization like the subnets, IP addresses, some interior information like location, number of branches, etc. So whatever is the difference, it's about gathering as much as possible information of the target organization or target network or system. Now let's know how actually hackers take benefit from this step of pen testing. They know the security postures. Footprinting allows attackers to know the external security posture of the target organization. Security postures refers to overall security strength of the target. This expresses the relative security of IT state, particularly as it relates to the internal and its vulnerability to the outside threats. Footprinting and reconnaissance reduces the focus area to the attackers. It reduces attackers' focus area to a specific range of IP address, networks, domain names, remote access, etc. It helps attackers to narrow down the scope of their efforts and helps them select the right tools to attack. Attackers also identify vulnerabilities in the target system's network or system. It allows attacker to identify vulnerabilities in the target system to select the appropriate exploits. Attackers draw network maps to understand the flow of network infrastructure. It allows attackers to draw a map of the target organization's network infrastructure to know about the actual environment that they are going to break. Okay, now we are going to see what information is gathered about the target during footprinting and reconnaissance phase of pen testing. We can classify this into three: network information, system information, and organizations information. While collecting network information, attackers generally collect domain name, internal domain name, network blocks, live systems, private websites, running TCP or UDP services, access control lists, network protocols, VPN points, running IDSs, authentication mechanism, system enumeration, and telephone numbers. Likewise, during the information gathering process, attackers collect system information like system names, passwords, remote system types, user and group names, system banners, SNMP information, routing table, and system architecture. And finally, they collect information of the target organizations like employee details, organization's website, location details, company directory, address and contact details, comments in HTML code, security policies, implemented web server links, background of the organization, news articles, press releases, etc. Okay, friends, these are the fields attackers generally gather information about. It might not be possible to get all the information of every target company, but as an ethical hacker, we should try to gather as much as possible information using every possible way. Also, you need to create a document of the found information that will help you in the other phases of pen testing. That's all for now. I would like to thank you for watching this video. See you in the next. Until then, have a nice time. Goodbye.